Jon, great seeing you again.
Great seeing you.
Yeah. Congratulations on Now You See Me Too.
Thank you.
This is the second property that you've taken over. First was Transformers, and now this one. How does it feel coming in as the second director, building on a property that already exists, or a franchise that already exists?
I love it. It's fun. It's a different type of thing to jump into. Louis, I'm a huge fan of, and I was a huge fan of the first movie. So coming in, it's scary because you don't want to disappoint the fans, and also it's an original property, so you don't have some original context to go look at things and take different. So it's really coming from us out of thin air. But that was exciting. That's the exciting part. And also, magic has a very specific. Every time you change perspective of a magic trick, it changes the trick. So I love that idea of we could be behind the scenes in this one.
Now, your background is East Asian, obviously. I'm assuming China.
Chinese, yeah.
Okay. Chinese magic is obviously different than Western magic. Has there any Chinese influence made its way into the film?
Yeah, I mean, we shot in Macau, which is the whole thing. And actually, the reason why we shot in Macau was we were looking at somewhere interesting to shoot, but also where's their history of magic. And there's a store called Eong's in Macau that's been there for so many years that we based off our Eong's in our movie after, and that was really cool to see. But honestly, a lot of it is similar. It's all storytelling
Right.
and sort of doing fantastical things that make you believe beyond the physical. So.
Now, I had to ask Keith this because the camera catches everything.
Yes.
And so you see the sleight of hand tricks, and you see all the tricks that are being done. How do you avoid the tricks being exposed on camera? You know, when you see it, like you'll obviously have those aha moments, like, all right, I figured out how he did it. You know, obviously creative editing, but you know, how do you keep the part that you missed in editing away from the general audience?
Well, we have to do it very carefully. Everybody's checking it constantly. The magicians are huge help for that because that's their whole gig. Like they're doing it in person, in live. They have to know all the angles, what works, what doesn't, what people are catching. So even shooting the movie, even editing the movie, we would bring them in to make sure that our angles were right. And actually, when we were shooting, sometimes Keith would be like, "Hey, you know, if you shift the camera just a little bit below eye line, it'll work better, and they can be more relaxed." And all those little things really helped.
And what was your favorite magic trick that was pulled off on screen?
I would think the card heist was one of our most intricate, most difficult, but also the most fun. Those actors, every time it's in their hands, is a real card, so they had to really physically be able to palm and hide. And when they toss it, sometimes we do a little CG to like connect the dots, but that was the most satisfying because when you hear the audience watch that, and I think they're not expecting it, there's a sense of delight and fun that the whole movie is supposed to be. So.
And did you come away learning any tricks of your own?
So many. I'm not very good at any of them. But what I really want to learn is hypnotism from Keith.
Right.
I'm working on it.
Okay. And final question, since I know we only have about 30 seconds left. For someone that hasn't seen the film yet, what should be their takeaway before going into this? Like, what should their expectation be?
If you want an original, fun movie for the whole family, your parents, grandkids, whoever, just have a good time at the movies, this is the one to go. I think you'll be intrigued. I think you'll be delighted. And you get an amazing cast from Michael Caine to Morgan Freeman to Mark Ruffalo to Dave Franco, Lizzie Kaplan, all these people who put on a good show. I'm just trying to keep up with the camera.
Perfect. Jon, thank you so very much.